Friday's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They're led out by a former first-round selection back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Callaway. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
So, following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the ground, here's the rookie from Ole Miss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
To throw, Williams. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion right, that's Metcalf. On the give, it's Warren. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Dart. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So here's a 3rd and 14. To the air, Dart. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. Got his man. It's Warren. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To the air, Williams. That complete to Downs.
Complete to number 1, Josh Downs. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw is Williams. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sharp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throw left side complete. That's Fowler. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
To throw, it's Williams.
2nd and 7.
Now he's going to step up and run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards in the first. The Colts at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as running up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 59 yards. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where he really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
He'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Touchdown! Alec Pierce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
That's caught right side. It's Warren. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Dart going to look to throw here. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here's Matthew Hayball now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, the return is Callaway. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Throwing is Williams. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Williams. That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Sharp, and he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's one where you normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air once more, Williams. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 5-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd.
Williams going to sneak it. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but Their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They're going for it with the option right. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. In a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8.
At the 4-yard line.
To throw, Dart. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Kicking team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll go play action here with Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Here's 2nd and 10.
Peyton Wilson on the coverage.
Looking to throw. Williams. He finds his man complete. It's Lamb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Williams going to look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Williams looking to do it himself. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Steelers, 1st down.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And the Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Williams. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And this one is right down the middle. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Here's Dart. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Here's Dart. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No.
Under pressure, they got him again. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to crush your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's complete to Mitchell. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now 2nd and 9. To throw once more, here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime
Our look
report.
at the NFL starts now. It begins in the mile-high city of Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Saints. And this is the New Orleans special teams unit that delivers the big play. One of the most exciting moments in sports, the kickoff, fielded, and returned for the touchdown. He takes it all the way back for the score. The Saints improve their mark to 7-0 as they get the win. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys at home to take on Washington. And it's Jaden Blue. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. And this is Kyler Murray. It's a touchdown pass from 3 yards out. The Bucs get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Colts offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
This taken in by Dallas. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw, Williams. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
From the gun, here's Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play action. Now Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
And he's going to use his legs here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Play action. Now Dart. He's going to lead this for a run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, No matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. To the air, Williams.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Spencer Schrader on here for the Colts field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Down from Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Throwing his dart. Out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. 2nd down and 8.
In motion left goes Jones.
Dart.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw now, Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. A short one there to Freiermuth.
Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
Looking to put a drive together.
And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Williams.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That is caught.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
12 more yards there and another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Looking to throw is Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
12 more yards. That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 28.
To throw, it's Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Delgado. Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Sharp. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. To throw, Dart. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Caught by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Working out of the gun is Dart. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing, Dart. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down in the yard. A handoff for Warren. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
2nd and 3. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. And the Steelers set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
There defensively.
Dart going to look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 38.
To the air, Dart. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He finds his man, complete. That's Flynn. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Dart once more. Quick hitch, complete. It's Flynn. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Dart. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's another Steelers.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Here comes 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20.
Now Dart. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of a yard. It's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. That's to Freiermuth. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 39.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Colts, they